Farmvention Revolutionizing Farming. This PPT is made by Smriti Prakash of Class 9, Queens Valley School. What is revolutionizing farming? Revolutionizing farming means the technology is bringing a revolution or advancement in the farming or agricultural sector. We can revolutionize farming by using fertilizers, good quality of seeds, new agricultural methods, using AI technology and robots. How is farming revolutionizing? Farming is revolutionizing by the following ways. We use agricultural drones, robot weeders, connected farms, urban agriculture, new financing methods. In India, western state of Maharashtra, which represents 10% of the Indian land and population, is experimenting for integrated agricultural development in collaboration with the World Economic Forum's new vision for agricultural initiative. Nowadays, vertical farming is being practiced to produce food on surfaces that are vertically inclined. It is increasingly popular throughout the US. Now let's talk about case of India and farming sector. Farming is the main activity in India. India ranks second worldwide in farm output. India ranks first in the number of organic farmers and ninth in the terms of area under organic farming. In 2016, agriculture and allied sector like animal husbandry, forestry, and fisheries accounted for 15.4% of the GDP gross domestic product, with about 41.49% of the workforce in 2020. India ranks first in the world with the highest net cropped area, followed by US and China. The Green Revolution in between 1950 and late 1960 brought a rise in the agricultural produce in India and all over the world. It revolutionized the Indian traditional farming technique. So, during the Green Revolution, the area under the farmer, multiple cropping, high yielding varieties of seed, HIV seeds, chemical fertilizers, agrochemicals, also known as pesticides, well-controlled irrigation, new cultivation method using machines were adopted. Ruining of nature because of the new farming methods. The Green Revolution, on one hand, increased agricultural produce, but on the other hand, it ruined the resources. The Green Revolution harmed the natural resources, soil, groundwater, humans, air, and environment. How did the new farming method ruin the soil, air, groundwater, environment, and humans? The new farming method ruined the soil by the use of chemical fertilizers. The chemical fertilizers, which are, they contain nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, micronutrients such as zinc, and many more nutrients. It also contains metals, which, when absorbed by the soil, it gets toxified, which leads to loss of fertility and land pollution. As the soil is no more fertile, so crops cannot be grown, and this leads, and the land is left barren. This leads to soil erosion. Fertilizers even lead to air pollution. When it is too much applied, it causes it starts emitting nitrogen oxides such as NO, N2O, NO2, and N2O increases from 0.2 to 0.3 each year in our global atmosphere. The excessive use of nitrogenous fertilizers actually threatens health of humans. These are the consequences of farming. Fertilizers even lead to water pollution. Nitrate leaching, particularly uh, to agricultural practices such as fertilizing and cultivation. Irrigated agricultural land in some of the arid and semi-arid regions increased amount of nitrate accumulation in the soil used and along with the evaporation of water according to the condition nitrate accumulated leached in varying amounts. It reaches depth of soil. In the soil, fertilizers converted to nitrate through nitrification of microorganisms. Due to negatively charged of nitrate can reach groundwater. Even in ideal condition, plants use 50% of nitrogenous fertilizers applied to the soil. 2 to 20% lost evaporation, 15 to 25% react organic compounds in the clay soil, and the remaining 2 to 10% interfere in surface of ground. This pollutes the underground and the surface water. The use of pesticides and fertilizers releases greenhouse gases and harmful gases, which leads to global warming. The new farming methods leads to unemployment among small farmers because they cannot afford to buy costly equipments, machines, fertilizers, pesticides, HYVC. It also leads to health issues such as cancers, many more diseases. Now we can the ways by which we can conserve our resources. We can conserve our resources with the following ways: by minimizing the use of fertilizers and pesticides, by using the nitrogenous fertilizers in a sustainable way. The structure and chemical content of the soil should be identified by selecting the most appropriate type of fertilizer, by identifying the structure and chemical content of the soil, by keeping the animals and their waste out of the streams, keeps nitrogen and phosphorus out of the water, protects stream banks. It is proven by the scientists. Thank you.